It's Juventus in the Champions League knockout stages and then our first cup final as United manager. Roll the intro. And welcome back to the Journeyman Save. I'm Cultured Leftfoot. It's a pleasure to have you with me. And first off, hopefully the lighting is a lot better. I have an LED light up here somewhere that's just obviously out of view for you guys. But hopefully it does now make it so you can see my face and it's not weird shadows all over the place. But enough of lighting. Let's get into the episode. Today we are playing Juventus away in the first knockout round of the Champions League because obviously, when you dominate your group in the Champions League, what you then really want to do is get drawn against the Italian champions, or an Italian very strong team anyway, which is not ideal, but it's what we've got. Juventus are very, very good, to be honest. They're very, very good. In fact, we're not going to focus on Juventus. We're going to focus on what we can do and how we've been doing. So let's go and have a look at the schedule. I can't even remember where or when we were last together. I remember we were meant to come back for Chelsea-Bournemouth, and then we got through to the Carabao Cup final, so I thought we might as well come back for Juventus and Chelsea, and do the Champions League and the Cup final at the same time. So we were together for the Liverpool game and then going into the January transfer window. We ended up drawing 0-0 with Ipswich. Don't need to go into that game. It was really boring. We smashed them. Couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. 1-0 win against Charlton. We played a pretty much reserved team. Derek Murphy, Jan Petrick and Lovro all getting a start, which was good. Good to get the other players a good start in that. Then we played Bournemouth 3-1. We beat them in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Dyson, Marco Toss and Bacon getting our goals. Lewis Cook getting a goal for them. I don't think we played anyone from a rotated time. No, we played a strong team in that. 3-0 we beat Newcastle. Victor Hernandez getting a brace and Gerard Capdevila, who's a guy we've promoted from the under-23s now into the senior team, 19 years old. He did very, very well in that game. And he did well. Came on, got a goal, replaced João Pacheco in the middle. We played Leicester and won 2-1. Timothy Fosu-Mensah scoring against his old club, but Bacon and Hernandez had already sealed us the win at that point. Then we played Southampton and it all went a little bit wrong. So we're not going to focus on that. We played a bit of a weakened team again against Bournemouth. We drew 1-1, but we would have had the win from the first leg, so we weren't too worried about that. The only problem we have with this is Marco Toss got injured. I brought Marcus Rashford on to replace him, who then got injured within about 30 seconds of coming on. So we held on with 10 men and got the win. We then played Mansfield 4-0 away, and Derek Murphy stepped up to the plate. 41, 44 and 50, got him his hat-trick in 9 minutes. And then Ramadan Sobhi wrapped it all up for the 4-0, the penalty in the 85th minute. Derek Murphy getting man of the match in a 9.6. So well done, Derek. Absolutely awesome. We then drew to 0-0 with Chelsea. Really dull, boring game. Both teams just completely matched each other and nothing much happened, which isn't a good omen for the cup final, but we'll see what happens. We've lost 2-1 to Bournemouth at home. We absolutely annihilated them. Michael Wood was unlucky to score an own goal. A cross came in. He won the tackle. Then the guy booted it against his head and it went in. Thomas McCauley got our goal. And Thomas Dyson picked up an injury in that one. Then we played Watford and won 1-0. We changed it around a little bit. Thomas McCauley came back from his injury and scored in the 31st minute. Bacon picked up a knock and is out for both of these games, which is very, very annoying. And we've just smashed Bristol City 5-2. Rashford playing himself into contention for the 2 games coming up with a hat-trick against Bristol City. And Thomas McCauley getting a brace as well. They scored a goal in the 91st minute, but they were never really in it at all for the game. Today we play Juventus and then we've got the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea. So a bit of a cup double-header in this one, which will be very, very interesting. Not much else to discuss. We are missing Bacon, Keith Bird and Thomas Dyson for this game. We're probably going to go into the game looking something like this. Pacheco will be marking their man who plays in attacking midfield, man marking their playmaker. Rashford and Toss up front. It'll be Ajapong and Robson at the fullbacks, Sibo, Gomez and Wood at the back, Freshwater and goal. Pogba is back from injury and Marco Toss is back as well. This is their first starts since their injury, although they did come on in the last game against Bristol City just to get their match fitness up. As you can see, not fully match fit. Marco Toss is not too bad, but Paul Pogba is really struggling. But overall, I've been quite happy, to be honest, with how we've been playing. Sticking with the 3 at the back, I'm determined to make it work as a formation because I think when it works, it does work really well. So Martins is their playmaker, obviously Milinkovic, Savic we know all about. They've got a Werner in goal, signed from Boca Juniors, obviously. Looks okay. They don't look like the force they once were. Christian Pulisic on the left. But I think we've got enough about us to get a result here. We are going to drop down to the counter-attack when we start. So I expect us to at least achieve a result to give us a chance in the second leg. So let's just always go for the passionate, a lot more to come. Passionate, a lot more to come. They seem delighted with that. We'll just go into the tactics. We'll start on the counter and just see if Juventus can... We'll let them have the ball a little bit. Your team is a little bit in the way of surprise. Well, of course it doesn't offer surprise. Everyone's playing really well. But we'll be back with the action as soon as it unfolds. 15 minutes gone, really nothing happening in this game. Although we do have a highlight just as we're talking about that. So Martins has it for Juventus out to Muassa on the left-hand side. Looks to run into Sergej Malinkovic. Cross, Popo with a header. Oh, Freshwater, you've got to do better. Looked like it was really poor goalkeeping. We'll see the 3D replay. And after nothing has happened in this game, Juventus get a goal with Muassa on the left, cross in, Popo with the header. He's just looped it back over Freshwater. I was probably being a little bit harsh. We're going to up it to standard. We might go to control and try and dominate a bit of possession a bit later. But Rashford not getting into the game, or either striker really, as Martins has the ball to Sergej Milinkovic. Martins again, back to Milinkovic, and he's fired that over the bar, and he probably should do better. For a player of his calibre, that's a very, very good opportunity. We completely forgot to man-mark their playmaker. Question of the day today then, in Football Manager, or in like football sims, whether it be like FIFA or Football Manager, or generally, even in everyday today football, is there a formation that you always play or that you like your teams to play? So 3 at the back is quite a new thing for me. Generally, I really like to play a 4-3-3 with a 1 holding midfielder, 2 central midfielders, 2 wide players, and 1 generally a target man up front is how I like my teams in Football Manager, or a complete forward up front is how I like to set my teams up normally, and that's what I did in the Maribor save, and it worked really, really well. And when I was a manager back in England, we basically played like that, and it was really, really good to see it. But at the moment in the United save, this Journeyman save, we've gone for a 3 at the back formation, something I've not really tried before. But let me know down below, is there a go-to formation you generally try? As Cario puts Juventus 2-0 up, and they are really forcing our hand here. Let's just go to we just need to control the ball a little bit at the moment. We're just going to... No. Never float crosses, it doesn't work on Football Manager. Let's just keep a hold of the ball a little bit. Don't press them so much. See if we can just get a bit of dominance. As Juventus are in and it's a shot and it's blocked, but he was offside, and United get the free kick. But it's been all Juventus. Look at this, nothing. I think we're going to have to change it up and go direct. We might go back to the three up front and play on the counter with some long balls and just see if we can get anything out of this game. So we are going to do that. Hernandez is really not playing well, so we're going to put Marco Toss into the middle of the 3 as an advance. We're going to do the 3 advanced forwards and hopefully get something out of this game. So Hernandez is going to come off and be replaced by Macaulay. Although Macaulay's really tall, it could be useful to put him in the middle. We'll stick with this for now, but we're not going to play out the defence. We are not going to run at the defence, not going to retain possession. We're going to go more direct. We're going to pass it into space, and that will do for now. We're going to go back to the standard. We don't really need to control the game. And we're going to send that. We basically bollocked them and told it hadn't been good enough, so we really need a good second half. Okay, Juventus with another highlight. Martins out to Cario on the edge. Cario turns, shoots, Freshwater with an easy catch. And we just really need to make something happen. And I was hoping that the long ball would help. We're going to go back to the counter, because Juventus are all over us anyway, so we might as well play like that. And Freshwater makes another easy catch, because they are playing quite high. They're sending quite a few people forward. Adjapong to Wood, back to Adjapong, into Gomez. Gomez holds it up to Macaulay, so he has got the height, but he brings that down really well. Through to Toss. Marco Toss, just one away goal would be really useful, but Juventus bring it away again. Zucchello into Martins. Martins goes the long way around, put under pressure, but finds Popo. who looks to go round Robson, and he's gone all the way to the corner. Bacchio into Sergio Milkin-Savic, and then good save, and Pulisic offside as he tried to pick up the rebound. And Freshwater will take the free kick out to Wood on the right hand side. Long ball looking for Macaulay, who I think I'm going to assume their player cleared that. And it's found Sibbo on the left hand side into Pacheco. Out to Robson. Robson into Pogba. Pogba up to Macaulay. We're in behind. This is what we want. Macaulay shot at a really tight angle. Go to the byline and cross it. That's what we need from you. Pogba with the corner. In it goes. Can't beat the defender in the air. Rashford picks it up. Cross. No one's at the back post to get that. And Muasa will clear. And it goes to Pulisic. And hopefully we've got enough men back now to hold Juventus up. Into Milkin-Savic. And it's deflected. Toss picks it up into Rashford. Rashford holds on to it. He needs a bit of support. Adjapong into Pogba. Pogba to Macaulay. Into Rashford, who shoots, and it's going wide. Keeper's not really troubled at all. And I'm just wondering if we take Rashford off for Ramadan Sobhi. A bit more pace on that wing. Rashford is quick, but he's not brilliant in this game as we've gone into it. And he got that hat-trick against Bristol City, but then we were playing Bristol City, so I can't really read too much into that. And Juventus are just dominating here. So long ball out to the left to Pulisic, and he's put under pressure. Milkin-Savic will pick it up. Good block from Adjapong, but it's back to Pulisic. Muasa on the left-hand side. Ball in. Popo is beaten in the air by Sibbo, and Bacchio picks it up, and it's cleared. And it's all Juventus. We just need to hit them on the counter, and this could be the chance. Pogba picks it up. Ball out to the right-hand side to Ramadan Sobhi. He's got Macaulay at the back post. Tries to find him. Skriniar with a great header away. And Pacheco should get that, but doesn't. Pulisic and Juventus are countering the counter. And Carrio onto the right-hand side. And it's a great tackle from Robson. And we should be making more of those chances. We really should. We just cannot get those front people into the game. We're going to make another sub. And it's going to be Lindelof on for Wood. Because I'm just not happy. Lindelof is experienced. He can know what to do with the balls and hopefully play some good balls up the right hand side. Skriniar then with a free kick to Popo. Again, look how open they're leaving themselves at the back. We need a goal, so I've left us to attack. And Freshwater's dropped it, and Popo's put it in. Freshwater, I don't think he's really had a bad game since I've been manager. So you could say it's been coming, but that is dreadful. Cross in. It's an easy catch that he's just spilt it straight at Popo's feet, and it's 3-0, and probably looks like it's going to be game over in the Champions League for Man United as Pulisic gets the ball out to Vasseur on the right hand side. Sergio Milkin-Savic blocked. Pogba can't quite get there. Pulisic with the ball in. A lot of people surrounding Carrio. Adjapong hoofs it away. Ramadan again. If we can still get one away goal, we've got a chance. But I'm not too sure if we're going to toss. Don't shoot from there. He goes to the byline. Crosses. Macaulay! We do get an away goal. Thomas Macaulay assisted by Marco Toss. 5 minutes to go. Okay, we've got an away goal. A 2-0 win at Old Trafford will do it for us. As Marco Toss did the sensible thing. Ran down to the byline. Good cross to the back post. Macaulay is tall and he loves a back post header. So we've just got to keep it going and see what we can do. And straight away it's been cleared. Pogba picks up the rebound. Robson into Macaulay to Marco Toss. Can we nick something from this game? Only a 1-goal deficit going back to Old Trafford would be incredible. Ramadan, don't shoot. He has shot. It's blocked. It's a corner. Send the big people up from the back. Ramadan will take it. Swings it in and Pogba shoots. Pulisic saves it or clears it. Handball if he saved it, but he didn't. He cleared it. Pogba, ball in. Marco Toss, Lindelof, put it in. Oh, Sibbo. Now Juventus break. I thought it was offside, but Popo brings it away, and it's a good tackle from Robson. And that was the moment to go back with just a 1-goal deficit. Maybe this is the formation we need to play in the second leg and just go direct and hit the channels and try and make our chances count. As into injury time, and it looks like it's going to be 3-1 to Juventus. Unless they get another one here and really rub salt into the wounds as Popo's there and it's cleared. Full time. We've given ourselves a slim bit of hope. I'm going to say I'm not happy with that because I'm not. And we'll be back for the cup final. And we're back for the cup final, and you'll see a little tweak in the formation. We've just dropped Pacheco back into a holding midfield role. He's going to be man marking Hudson-Odoi in the middle, which I'm hoping will just give Hernandez a bit more license to roam free. The lineup then, Freshwater in goal. I'm not dropping him just because of one mistake. Lindelof comes into the back next to Gomez and Wood, as Sobey can't play. He's ineligible against his parent club. Adjapong at right back, Robson at left back, Pacheco in the holding midfield role, Pogba in the middle, Hernandez sits behind Macaulay and Toss up front. I've got a feeling they may be the wrong way around. I'll have to have a look into that. They're playing a pretty changed team, actually. Oxafar in goal. I was expecting it to be Courtois. Akpar, Butic, Terra, Mbamba at the back, Torreya's in the middle, Chiesa, Vinicius Jr. and Marty up front, who is very, very good indeed. He is their danger man. So we'll go into the dressing room and give the guys a bit of a team talk. I'm going to assertively say, do it for the fans. They've been fantastic, and it's a rivalry game, so that should fire them up somewhat. Into the tactics, into Pacheco. He is going to man mark a specific player, and he's going to man mark Callum Hudson-Odoi. In the middle there, we're going to swap these two over so that Macaulay plays in his favoured advanced forward role. And we're going to go from there. We're going to start on control, see what we can get out of the game, try and dominate a little bit of the possession, as straight away Marty's got space on the edge of the box, goes around one into the box. Great tackle from the covering defender as Chiesa picks it up and his cross goes out wide, and that's a very optimistic start from Chelsea. Corner, Hernandez to Pogba on the edge. Will he shoot from range? No, he finds Pacheco. Pacheco shoots wildly over the bar. Okafor with a goal kick goes long. Pacheco leaves it for Pogba, and then Hernandez can't get there. Marty holds it up, and he's going on his own into Kaluskev. Shot deflected, and Gomez puts it out for a throw. Macaulay will chase that, but it's a good header, and Chiesa picks it up into Hudson-Odoi. He's man marked, and he's put under a lot of pressure, but they found Vinicius Jr., who's very dangerous, shoots from range, and was it deflected? No, it wasn't, so it's just a goal kick, but Chelsea they're just starting to dominate. We're going to drop down to the counter and see. We might actually go down to the counter. We'll put Marco Toss into an advanced forward as well, because advanced forward likes to lead the line. They stay really up high, and with that we're just going to go to a little bit more direct, just to see if we can hit the front two on a counter attack early. As Hernandez has the ball into Lindelof, knocks it down. Macaulay shoots, spilt, Gomez, and it's in. I thought he was offside. Paulo Gomez, the covering centre back, is up there for a corner and sticks it in the net, and now that makes it even more good that we've gone onto the counter attack. It was a ball in. Lindelof, great header down. Macaulay's shot, spilt by the goalkeeper, and Gomez is there to stick it in. 1-0. Chiesa on the right-hand side goes past his man. No, he doesn't. He's robbed, and then we tackle each other. Gomez to Wood. Long ball forward to Marco Toss. Marco Toss comes forward down to the right-hand side. Swings in across. Macaulay's a giant. He wins the header, and Okafor makes the save. Hernandez, ball across. Pogba into Marco Toss. Back out to Hernandez. It's an interesting corner routine. Pogba, terrible shot. Oh, it's blocked by Chiesa. It wasn't that bad. We'll say it was on target. So it's another corner. Hernandez will swing this one in as well. Hernandez to Pogba on the edge. Pogba to Pacheco to Macaulay. Macaulay in. And it's back down to Pogba. That one's a shot. That one's wide. Unlucky. Akpala. Vinicius Jr. on the edge. Klusakev into Chiesa. Shoots wide. Not really troubling Freshwater in the net. Corner. Chiesa. This game is so much more entertaining than the league game I did against them. Chiesa in, Butic down, Marty is offside, the linesman's flagging, it's not going to be allowed, it's offside. Whew. End to end. Parler up to Vinicius Jr., good tackle, Hernandez should get there and does. Macaulay picks it up, what will he do? Beats one, back to Pacheco, into Pogba, out to Robson, to Pacheco, into Pogba, Hernandez, good little triangle this, Pogba. What will he do? Out to the right hand side to Adjapong. He's got Wood just behind him. Pogba. Pogba can give it to Lindelof, but he drops it back to Adjapong into Marco Toss. Good football. Can he cross to the giant that is Macaulay? He looks for him. He's hit the bar. Oh, Macaulay. Oh, Macaulay, the youngster. He has been absolutely superb for us this season since I've taken over. Since I called him up into the first team. I know we had Dyson. As Macaulay's in, Toss. It's 2-0. Macaulay put the goalkeeper under pressure with a terrible back pass. And Marco Toss is there. And we're 2-0 up in the cup final. Will this be the first bit of silverware coming to Old Trafford under my tutelage? As Pacheco into good tackle from Hudson-Odoi, to be fair. But we got it back. And it's Kalevsky with a terrible pass. And it was Macaulay just tried to leather it as hard as he could at the goalkeeper, who technically made a good save. But the rebound fell to Marco Toss, who just put it into an empty net. And Marty comes forward straight from the kickoff. That is wayward. Wow, sit down, son. Gomez then, ball forward, looking for Macaulay, and he's beaten in the air, but Pacheco's there to pick it up. Pogba, Hernandez, Marco Toss. Marco Toss gets around to the byline. Macaulay's at the back post, and he's headed that one over. Those two up front are connecting very well. Callum Bacon, you're going to struggle to get back in this team. So we'll go through, obviously after this game, I'll go through the January transfer window that happened. We didn't sign anyone else, and we had a couple of outs. Nothing too much to write home about. Basically, we recouped a lot of money, and the finances are now looking a lot better this season. Chiesa, ball in, Butic. Oh god, we've got a free kick. I thought it was a penalty. Bloody hell. Into half time, 2-0 up. It's been a very good performance. The direct football, they really actually can't handle it at the moment. Assertively, don't let your performance levels drop. We're playing very well. Let's have a quick analysis of the passes. I just want to see who all their main passes are coming from. So combinations for Chelsea, their top combinations: Mbamba, Vinicius Jr. on the left, and Kulevski and Vinicius Jr. So he's obviously drifting inside quite a bit. Yeah, okay, so their main thing is it's all coming down the left with Vinicius Jr. Now, if we could drop Adjapong back and just make him man mark. No, I'm not going to change anything. We're playing well. We're 2-0 up. There's no need to change anything at the moment. Let's just carry on going and don't let the performance levels drop, as we said. Richard Robson picks up his 12th yellow card of the season. He loves a foul, that boy. He really, really does. He's not going to last very much longer. He's going to be replaced by Ballart, who is on the bench. Those two have been quite good. As soon as one of them drops out of form, the other one just replaces them and generally does quite well. I think it looks like we're getting around to a cycle again where Ballart would replace Richard Robson. As Hudson-Odoi picks it up, Adjapong clears, Marco Toss, and we're trying to get in behind them. Macaulay, he's got a bit of space. Back to Toss, shoots over the bar. 5 minutes into the second half, and we will bring off Robson for Ballart just to confirm that sub. And I think it's good. Freshen it up a little bit on the left-hand side. Pogba, back to Adjapong. Into Pogba again. Hernandez, into Toss. Tackled. Hernandez will pick it up. Macaulay's got space. Ballart is there. He's hit the post. I think that could be his first touch of the ball. Oh, so unlucky from Benny Ballart. The man marking job on Hudson-Odoi is working really well. He's having a really poor game in the middle, and he's their linchpin. According to my opposition match report, he was the person that makes them tick in the middle as a playmaker. And Chiesa into Vinicius Jr. Shot blocked. Today will try and pick it up, and he'll just hold on to it. Will he swing across into the box? From deep, he doesn't. He goes to Vinicius Jr., who's tackled. Adjapong looking for Macaulay, but couldn't get there, and it's a good read from Lindelof. Kulevski into Vinicius Jr., up to Kulevski again. Torreira, Hudson-Odoi, being man-marked again by Pacheco, who's just lost him a little bit there. I'm just checking him in. Chiesa, good tackle, and Wood now just hoof it up. There's a man up there in Macaulay, and we kind of get it away, but straight away another highlight. Vinicius Jr. into Marty. Marty held it up and just was denied running at goal. Into Vinicius Jr. Shoots, tries to curl it. Poor. Might bring on Sobi for Hernandez in a minute because just not doing brilliant. They've brought on a wonder kid called Ricardo Silva, so hopefully he can't impact the game too much. Parla into Vinicius Jr. He'll shoot from range. Terrible. The three at the back formation does really seem to make teams shoot from long range. Look at 11 shots. They just can't seem to break it down. No clear-cut chances, no half chances they've created against us. We've had 4 clear-cut and 2 half chances. Ow, we're only 2-0 up. Should be much better. With 20 minutes to go, it is going to be Hernandez off and it's going to be Ramadan Sobi on. Do have Jan Petric on the bench. I put all the CLF crew that were available are in this team today. They're all on the bench somewhere. So Jan Petric, Murphy and Lovro are all on the bench. And obviously Marco Toss starting up front. If you want to be part of the CLF crew and be forever immortalised in the game, just donate on Patreon. But obviously do not donate anything you can't afford. There's a link in the description below if you want to do that. As Chiesa with the ball in, Wood heads it away, and we don't get there. Sobi with a good block, and Akpala picks it up into Hudson-Odoi, out to Mbamba, into Arango. Arango looks to go the long way round. Cross, Chiesa. He just had the run on the defender, but again, not troubling Freshwater in goal. Pogba shoots from range, Okafor with a very easy save, and we're keeping a good lot of numbers back from set pieces, which is good to see. Hudson-Odoi, Arango. Out to Silva. Silva shoots. It's going to be something very special from there. 10 minutes to go. Let's hope that we can hold on and get this silverware as we look to build an attack from that wayward shot. And Ramdan. Ramdan? Who the hell is Ramdan? Ramadan. Into Pogba. Up to Toss. To Macaulay. Give it back to Toss. Just lay him in. Lay him in with a diagonal pass. Oh, so annoying. And Bamba. Up to Arango. It's been end to end this game. It's been thrilling stuff to be able to watch as a neutral, I imagine. Normally the Carabao Cup final is a little bit poor, isn't it? It's not the best of games. This one's been wonderful. Okay, so we have one final sub, and with 4 minutes to go, Jan Petrick is going to come on in the cup final for Paul Pogba. Probably our most influential player we potentially have. Do I really want to do this? Yeah, 4 minutes to go. Jan Petrick, we're actually going to play you in your preferred position as well, up there behind the strikers. Come on, Jan, don't let me down. Mbamba into Hudson-Odoi. Ball in, Balazs. That's a terrible header away. Akpala to Wood, that's better. At least it goes wide. Akpala. Ball in. Lindelof, poor clearance. Arango, Rabiot. Akpala on the right hand side. It's Chelsea at the moment. Hudson-Odoi. Back out to Akpala. Into Hudson-Odoi. We are stopping them shooting. Rabiot. Terrible, terrible shot. 2 minutes to go until we get our hands on some silverware. As it ticks down, 15 seconds left. Adjupong to Marco Toss to Petrick. Jan Petrick to Ramadan Sobi. Into Toss. Marco Toss over the bar, but that should be the game for the first bit of silverware. And it is! Yeah! Woo! We get the win. We get a bit of silverware. Always happy for any sort of silverware in Football Manager. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. So maybe that's the way forward. A bit of direct football. Maybe that's the difference. Also, this run we're on in fixtures at the moment is absolutely ludicrous. Look at this. Juventus, Chelsea, Tottenham, Man City. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Right, just quickly before we finish then. Man City are top of the league on 73. They've pretty much won the league. We are then behind them 2 points ahead of Liverpool and 3 points ahead of Chelsea. That's pretty much going to be the top four, I think, unless something drastic happens. Transfer-wise, if we look at the transfer history, we did not bring anybody else in, but we did sell. Zivkovic moved to Tottenham for 44 million. Mark Briscoe moved to Newcastle for 1.9, and Jordan Burke moved to Crystal Palace for 5.25. We are still looking to try and get rid of Matthias Vargas. Unfortunately, nobody wants to pay the money I want or his wages, so he's still at the club at the moment and probably could do a really good job for us. But yeah, I just don't want to play him. I want him off the books really because we've got too many players there. But we win the Carabao Cup. The pivotal match was a 5-1 win against Leeds. Key player Thomas McCauley. And yeah, we do well. McCauley's very close again to triggering another clause for Bristol City. And we're pleased, pleased, good. Marco Toss on form. Dean was at Wembley. We qualify for the Europa Cup. We get a bonus paid out. And there you go. Runners up Chelsea. Biggest overachievers Newcastle. Biggest underachievers Man City. But yeah, very, very good. So thank you very much for watching, guys. As I said, hopefully the light is better. Let me know about preferred formations and stuff that you like to see your team play or what you play on Football Manager. And it's been great. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really hoping to set up a stream save as well that I'm hoping to be able to stream Tuesday and Wednesday nights in Singapore, which will probably be afternoonish time, your time. In England or wherever you're watching from in the world. So try and tune into that. I just need to set up the database and create a couple of kits or get someone to do that for me. But I've got a Singapore save that I really want to try out. But thank you very much for watching. I've been rambling enough. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll speak to you all soon. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.